Hello, welcome to all my beautiful, vibrant hearts and ephemeral souls to today's pick a card reading, which is going to look at what is the person on your mind, person in your heart. What are they really looking for when it comes to a relationship, or what is sort of the criteria that they look at to decide whether or not they want to move forward with somebody. So this can be really insightful for those of you who maybe you're dating, but you're not exclusive. You're trying to figure out what is it that they're really, they really respond to in a partnership. This can be insightful for those of you where you have a relationship, but you're trying to figure out like what's gonna signal to this person it's time to take it to the next level. And for those of you who are not really sure if you want to connect further with somebody, maybe they struggle to kind of communicate, or they are, you guys haven't had that conversation yet, and you're trying to figure out like, what are they really about? What do they want here? What is kind of, going to be the deciding factor? This is a great reading for that. So as shown in the thumbnail, we have 3 options to choose from. So option 1 is signified by this little nail file. Option 2 is signified by this 333 necklace. There we go. And option 3 by the dodecahedron on 11. So take your time, pause the video if you need to, meditate, contemplate on the options. When you have found one that best resonates with your energy, the energy of your situation, head down to the timestamps in the description box below. And with that, we're going to start with group 1. Boop, boop, boop. Hey, group 1. Okay, so you guys chose the nail file. Immediately when I was picking out the objects for this, I was getting the sense of, pardon me while I fix my nose ring. I was getting the sense of filing something down, or getting down to like brass tacks. So something that's really important to the person that you're asking about in order to decide whether or not they can commit. It might be a matter of practicality. It might be a matter of being able to communicate very effectively and openly. It may also be a matter of being able to work through issues together, right? This person might be very much like, come hell or high water, we do it together. Or somebody that they can have that type of connection with is really like essential for them for a solid, stable, committed, long-term partnership. Pardon me while I fix my little tube top. So that was the first thing that I was getting. So with that, the moth orchid with communication. Okay, so it says listen and speak with greater care. This person as well, I feel like the way that you communicate, the way that communication happens is also going to be indicative of whether or not they can move forward with somebody in a more committed direction. So this would be, not only somebody who has, there's equal give and take with listening and, speaking, but there is a sense of, a carefulness. There is a sense of intentionality. There is also a sense of, I'm getting the word poise or emotional maturity. So I wouldn't be surprised if like the strength card comes out. This person really values honest, direct communication, although I also feel like they appreciate when it's held in equal value and measure with kindness and compassion, right? Just hearing the phrase blunt force trauma, they're like, no, I don't need that. So yeah, one of the biggest things for this person is that a long-term partnership needs to be based around communication in order to, with that file energy, to get to kind of the root of, the root of the problem, the root of, the situation, or again, to kind of clear away the past. So let's pull some more oracle cards and get further details. We have flow at the bottom in reverse. This person almost, it's so weird because they might be a little bit rigid, but they feel like they have areas where they like are in flow. It's very odd. We have devotion. Okay. This person, I'm getting the sense of like, this person might have competing needs within themselves. So it feels like when this person locks on to a long-term partner, they really are quite devoted. You might know this about them. Deprivation. This may have also caused them a lot of grief and a lot of loss in the past, right? This also could be where when they really get devoted to a partner, like, your wins are their wins, your losses are their losses. So it feels like they might be very picky about who they kind of commit to long term. So for example, they could be like a very go with the flow and casual until they're not. And like when they decide they want to commit, you might see a totally different side of them, or like the way they are in a casual relationship might be very different than how they are in like a very, you know, substantive, you know, long-term partnership. So this card is going to really represent what they want to build with you, or like what they seek, not, well, yes, with you, but what they seek to create out of a relationship in general. We have hydrangea at the bottom with thankfulness for understanding. Okay, so feeling understood is very important to this person. Gratitude and appreciation, appreciative communication, very important to this person. I'm almost getting this like hybrid of words of affirmation and acts of service as like a love language. So like if they go to do things for you, when you thank them, you appreciate them, you acknowledge how their actions or efforts have helped you, that really speaks to them. Yeah, grace and sweetness when I cut the deck. Some of you might be named Grace, and gratitude. No shit. So yeah, this is something that this person really appreciates. This person, I feel like this person could have a little bit of like a gruff exterior, but they really want, like, for a long-term partnership, they really want to have a lot of kindness, a lot of sweetness, giving Six of Cups energy. So intuition, we'll talk about it. Victory, oh, and beauty and happiness. This person could have some Taurus placements going on. Excuse my burp. Okay. So what this person really looks for in a long-term partnership, first of all, there's an element where they just know. And I know that's not very helpful when you're trying to ascertain, like, are we going to be able to make it work? Are we going to be able to make it fit? They appreciate, they might not put it into these terms of like a spiritual connection, but they appreciate having that like inner knowing. They may appreciate a psychic or intuitive bond between them and a partner. That's kind of something that they have, is like, it feels like they appreciate when there are, it's like the intersection here, right? When there's both, they're getting intuitive hints that this is it, this is like the one, as well as seeing that confirmed in their experience, right? And we'll kind of look at confirmed by what in a little bit. This person wants to have a lot of success. I feel like this person wants to have a lot of success in their own measure, whatever that might be for them. And they want their partner to be a part of it. They might want to run a business with their partner. They might want their partner to just be very, very supportive. They also want to support their partner. Like we were talking about, your wins would be their wins. Your losses would be their losses. They want to work as a team. Which I'm almost getting might surprise some of you. Again, you may not have unlocked this yet about them, or it's like in the right circumstances with the right partnership, these traits come alive, right? And so what they seek to build really is beauty and happiness. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. They seek to build long-term happiness and stability. That may very well be their definition of success. Seeing their partner happy also makes them happy. Again, a lot of appreciation, appreciative communication, a lot of gratitude. They may also really like flowers, because I'm seeing flowers on both of these. So they might like to give flowers. They might like to receive flowers. They might like to have a lot of plants in the home. I don't feel like that's a, you know, I don't think that's a hill they're going to die on, but that might just be like a little confirmation for some of you. But this person really just wants to create like a beautiful life with their partner. So I want to kind of clarify with intuition, kind of, well, let's just see what comes out. So what is going on with intuition, spirit? So again, this is them really being like, you know, what they're looking for is they just know. Also with communication as well. For some, like I said, they could just kind of want to have a spiritual, psychic, like telepathic, intuitive bond with somebody. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. This person may have had a lot of loss when it comes to family. There could be like, let's say their parents split up. There's like a broken home situation. They really want to kind of, they're looking for the right person, excuse me, to build with, because I feel like once they do, again, that dedication we saw earlier, that's where they're parking it, right? We have clarifying intuition. We have the Magician. The King of Pentacles. See, there we go. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Again, heavy Taurus, though. And the Ace of Cups. Okay, yeah. This person's a very gifted manifester, whether they know it or not. I feel like they don't, because the King of Pentacles has his back to the Magician, but like he's got that little grin like, yeah, I made this, I did this. This person might have a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom. There could be an age gap here potentially. But this person, we also have the wolf here too, kind of indicating this person is like very lone wolf energy, but they're also very much part of, they want to be part of a pack. So they may have been focused very heavily on their career, stabilizing their home, their finances, something like that. This is kind of the energy they're either in or they're working toward. Again, success is very important to this person. And so these clarifying intuition, right? There's a sense here where this person is calling in and creating the partnership that they'd really like to have, the life they'd like to have, and the type of person who would be a good fit to share that life with. And so what this person, you know, wants to have out of a partnership is someone where they have manifested this and they kind of just like know intuitively. They kind of just know, right? This person just like, it's somebody who just captures their heart like immediately, right? And it's kind of like, I feel like, I don't know why I'm getting the phrase crowning achievement, because the King of Pentacles is like fully evolved and matured, right? So this person, you know, out of a partnership, they're looking for somebody who just captured, I almost knocked over the deck, who just captures their heart and they just know like, yep, this is it. You know, the King and Queen of Pentacles rule the empire that is the 10 of Pentacles. So they're looking for like, yep, this is it. This is my person. This is who I'm going to share this with. Because the King of Pentacles as well is, you know, it's a beautiful energy, very generous, very kind, very loving. It's like somebody who makes them feel like, who kind of like wakes them up in the heart space, makes them feel different, makes them feel evolved, makes them want to do more, want to give more, want to be part of a pack. It's just going to be something that they intuitively know. So they might have a hard time articulating that, but it's like, that's something that's important to them, is that they just know in their heart, like, yep, this is the direction I'm going in. It's just, but yeah, if you ask them, it'd be like, I don't know, like, you know, what are you looking for? They'd be like, I'll know it when I see it. But, you know, that's good. So victory. What is this person really looking for out of long-term partnership with victory? The Knight of Swords reversed. Somebody who will not run away when things get difficult. Somebody who's willing to maybe change the way they do things or change how they think about things. Because this person you're dealing with, again, may be periodically stubborn. The Seven of Cups. Interesting. And the Page of Cups. And we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. This person even, hang on, I'm just sitting with this for a second. I want to cut the deck one time. The Emperor in reverse. What this person is looking for is somebody who, I'm getting two messages with this. Somebody who, when things get tough, you know, and life presents the opportunity to run the other way, even if they, you know, they have a lot of different things they could do, a lot of different people they could entertain, somebody who's ultimately going to tap into this very sweet love, right? This offer of love. We have the pig that's flying here, and believe in the impossible, believe in the relationship that they share, right? Really like kind of, you know, double down on it. Another thing I'm getting, excuse me, I'm sorry, is that it could be really important to them to find a partner who is not going to run away from the work that this person needs to do. Like I said, this person could be very career focused. This person could kind of have like a master plan where it's like, you know, I want to do A, then B, then C, and then I'll have a relationship. So somebody who might be willing to be patient, right? Because this almost gives me like a Six of Wands energy. We have card, it's 15 here. So this reminds me of the Devil card. This person could be very focused on work. And it's kind of like somebody who is not going to take that personally, right? With the Seven of Wands in reverse, they're not going to be defensive about that. With that Emperor reverse, when we cut the deck, this person could be really trying to master all areas of their life, and they may fall short, especially with like emotional matters or with communication, ironically enough. So this also can reflect that something that's really important is somebody who's patient with communication, who is patient with them, because it feels like they know that they would be a good partner, but they do have a certain like blind spot, or they are lacking in certain relationship skills. So they're really looking for somebody who is patient with them, somebody who can believe in the impossible when it comes to this connection. I do want to clarify the Knight of Swords reverse though. The Page of Swords. Yeah, somebody who I feel like if they're struggling with communication, somebody who is trying to understand why instead of jumping to judgment, or like, you know, making it like personalizing it, right? Be like, oh, they're not texting me back because they don't give, you know, they don't give a cur, they don't care enough. versus somebody who's like, okay, you know, I noticed you've been struggling to text me back. Can you tell me more about that? Or like, I've noticed this is an issue. Can we, especially with the light bulbs, can we find a different solution? Can we creatively, you know, problem solve here? Somebody who is very open to that process of creatively problem solving with them, specifically about their, pardon my itchy nose, oh my gosh, it's so itchy, you guys, specifically about their emotions. Somebody also as well who understands when the ball gets dropped between communication, and that sometimes things happen and it's hard to connect with each other. We have death at the bottom and rebirth here, right? This person knows that this is an issue for them. They are working on it. They are trying to change. If they are very caught up with work, they know that that's both a very important thing for them right now, but it's also becomes a problem in a relationship. So there's kind of a sense that they appreciate when somebody understands that they are both, you know, their circumstances might be changing, but also that they are trying to change. So let's look at this beauty and happiness in terms of what they want out of a partnership. What is their kind of like criteria for picking a long-term partner? We have the Star reversed. Okay, this feels like already somebody who can believe that good things can come out of difficult moments. The Eight of Swords, okay. The Eight of Pentacles reversed, oh, and the Ace of Swords, yeah. So it's kind of like these being beauty and happiness. This is kind of a sense where they may have dealt with people in the past who don't understand why they work as much as they do. And so there's already a desire to have that be understood. But for me, in terms of what they really want to create in a partnership, what's important to them, and so what they're looking for in a partner, right, is somebody who I'm getting who is not afraid to do the work to understand, right? Because there's, sorry, my nose is itchy. There's a lack of understanding and clarity here. So not afraid to do the work in order to gain that clarity. There's almost a sense for me where when things are at a gridlock is something I'm getting, like you guys just can't see eye to eye, you can't get on the same page. Somebody who is okay to like step away for a minute and be like, you know what? Like, this would be that kind of person that's like, you know, it's okay if we go to bed angry. Let's deal with it in the morning once we've had a good night's sleep. That person who's willing to let them kind of disengage and then come back. Because again, there's the mirror image here, right? This person, there might be aspects of themselves that they're still trying to figure out. So it's not they don't want to talk about it, but they might need to take a break and like step away for a moment in order to get that clarity, right? They want to create this beauty and this happiness, right? This you know, it's a hibiscus, like this healing, juicy, beautiful experience and relationship, but they are still in the process of unraveling who they are and how their mind works, how their emotions work. They might have a tendency when they get overwhelmed to withdraw and run away into work. They know this is a problem. They are working on it. And so they really appreciate when somebody can... Also, too, another thing I'm getting is like when they are struggling to understand something about themselves and they've been trying to figure it out and trying to figure it out, then at that point to give them an insight, a nudge, maybe kind of like prompt it like, hey, have you considered this? And so they can kind of unravel it. This person likes to do the work themselves. They're not afraid of doing that, but sometimes they need a little push. So it can be a little bit tricky. I want to kind of pull a couple of cards to see what they think about you before we kind of close out. The Nine of Swords. All right. Why are they scared? The Seven of Swords, they're scared they missed something. The King of Cups. There it is. Motherfucker. This is beautiful. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces here. And the Tower. You hit them like a ton of bricks. 7 is showing up multiple times in your reading, as is 8. And 1s. So repeating 1s, 7s, or 8s might be important here. How they feel about you. They're seeing the light, right? With the light around the crown. They're seeing the light. It feels like they, see how we have the boat sailing away? It feels like there is something where it's like forsaking all others, forsaking all options. So this could be where it's kind of like their opportunity to jump ship is leaving, right? That ship is sailing. They're here and they're in their feelings and they're thinking about you and they're like, this is deep love. This is soulmate energy. I feel like your person knows that this is, you know, or even if it's not the level of love yet, this will develop into deep love. This will develop into deep care. We saw that dedication in the beginning. Deep care. They've been looking for the right person, and it feels like they feel as if it is you, right? With this King of Cups. That's why they are peeing themselves with the Nine of Swords, because they're worried that they missed something. I got to clarify because I'm spiritually nosy. I got to know more. What is this 9 of Swords? The 7 of Pentacles. Again, this is a card of investment. So they're wondering, do I take it to the next level? This can also be kind of reflected with this combination, right? Before I go to the 8 of Pentacles, before I pour in all the effort, before I go hard, you know, there's a question of, am I really seeing everything correctly? Have I seen everything I need to see? This person, if you get tarot done about them, the Queen of Swords might come out for them, not infrequently. But yeah, so clarifying the 7 of Swords, pardon me. And again, more 7s. We have the Empress in reverse. This person's worried that you're not going to be, you know, this person I feel like thinks you could be their everything and is worried that you're not actually who you say you are, or they're worried more that they're not perceiving you correctly, right? With the 7 of Swords, it's kind of like, what am I missing here? This person is like too good to be true. This can't be it. The Wheel of Fortune. I feel like they feel like you just kind of happened, like, you know, they happened upon you. You just came into their life, and there's a sense of like, this is too good to be true, especially if this is newer. Like, this is too good to be true. But this is exactly what they knew was going to happen with intuition, as they were manifesting this, and then boom, you're here. So this person is thinking that you are very likely going to be like the one that they're looking for, but they are definitely scared that they have overlooked something. 2 of Wands. So this person might still be deliberating. They may have been deliberating for quite a long time as a result, because they are afraid they've missed something. But I do see that cycle will be changing with the Wheel of Fortune. So this is everything I've got for group 1 today. I hope this has been helpful. That angle makes my arm look teeny. I mean, it's not big, but it looked really, really teeny there for a second. That was weird. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments how this resonates. I always like hearing from you guys. If you are looking for a personal, my shop is linked down below. That's the way to book with me. And I also do custom work. So if you don't see something there that fits your needs, reach out, let me know, and we can work together. Thank you so much for being here. I'm wishing you a safe, happy, healthy day. Yeah, thanks. Take care. Bye. I got the sniffles. I got them bad. I got the sniffles. Okay. Hi, group 2. I immediately want to lean in like conspiratorially and be like, hey, guess what? You and this person, you could talk a lot, right? You guys got 333. So this is already very much an energy of expression. You might see this number a lot. You might start to see this number a lot as things grow and change in this connection. The number 3 could be important for like somebody's birthday, anniversary. March could be important. The 3rd. Somebody could be life path 3. All that jazz. You and this person might have a very good rapport. You guys might have good banter. I don't know if you're friends first or you're friends right now, but you could have good banter. I'm picking up like Gemini kind of, you know, magician type energy, but like in a flirtatious kind of way. I'm just taking a sip of my tea. Oh my God. That was amazing. I needed that. Thanks for being a part of that moment. Yeah, it feels like you and this person have like, you make each other laugh. Yeah, you have really good banter. Like, sorry, banter. I hardly know her. That joke is making me so happy lately. It's annoying everybody in my life, but I couldn't have asked for more. Yeah, and it feels like, it also feels like there is growth here, right? The number 3 for me is, you know, it is creativity, expression, also deals with the time because it's the trinity of the past, present, future. But there's a sense of expansion that, I'm trying to like crack my back. There's a sense of expansion that goes along. You guys could be very connected at the throat chakra, but there's a sense of expansion that goes along with the number 3. And so it does feel like you guys there's like a very good vibe right now, but it also feels like you can have very serious moments with this person, or you guys can have very important conversations. You could have 3rd house synastry somewhere in your chats. And it does feel like you could have Scorpio in the 3rd house. You could have Pluto in your 3rd house. You could have Gemini in your 7th house is another thing I'm getting. I know that's not exactly what I was talking about, but I'm picking up on that. Anywho. Yeah, it feels like you and this person have good conversation. You enjoy it, but it also can be enlightening. This person thinks that that's a very special bond. I don't think they have that with a lot of other people. This person might be very charming. This person might be very good at kind of wending their way through a conversation, controlling a conversation, and not like in a manipulative way, but being able to like kind of, you know, like I said, take control of a conversation. And so having this equitable exchange of back and forth, having, you know, like tit for tat banter, and like also having moments of incredible seriousness. I feel like it's also when you guys talk about important things, it's very much in a respectful, compassionate way with each other. This person's never really had that experience with anybody. And so whatever comes out in terms of what they're looking for in a relationship, that's something they value about you. So I want to put that out there. So what they value in a relationship, right? What they are looking for as like criteria to decide if they want to commit further. Let's get into it. Yep. Okay. I'm going to definitely mispronounce this. Stephanotis with cooperation. Take the hand offered or asked. Or wait, take the hand offered or ask. There we go. The hand that's asked. Do you want to be asked? I don't know what that was, but stop it, Vanessa. But okay, so one of the first things that, you know, I'm picking up here, this person, again, really appreciates that collaborative, especially communication. This person wants to feel like their partner will accept their help. That's very, very important for this person. This person might sometimes need to be needed a little tiny bit. That might be something more of a shadow aspect they're working through. I'm getting this energy of like, okay, so this person might be getting used to kind of taking hands off the wheel a little bit, and being like, all right, no, I'll let you work it out on your own, or like not overextending themselves. This person in the past may have been prone to like overgiving to the point of burnout, or overgiving when it wasn't appropriate. And I am seeing that they're kind of reeling that in a little bit. I have a burp stuck and it's not happening. A little burp, but it's not over, I can tell. So yeah, this person really appreciates, though, cooperation in general. Again, like, I feel like they tend to take on other people's issues or burdens. And I think something that really catches their eye about you is that in whatever kind of connection you've cultivated, there is a sense of reciprocity. And I think they didn't expect that about you. And I also think that they didn't realize how much they needed that. There's something about the connection you share with this person that might be changing their idea of what it is that they are looking for in a relationship, to be honest. And that might be part of why you guys have connected or met when you did, right? As you have, is to kind of like give them a little bit more insight. So let's look into this. All right. Oh, okay. We got two. At the bottom, we have New Life with Divine Mother. It was reversed. I don't usually read Oracle cards reversed unless the deck is designed like that. I feel like this person needed a new perspective. I'm hearing the word reboot. They needed to kind of reboot how they thought about things, how they did things. I don't even think this was a conscious awareness, right? Sometimes we need a transformation, and even if we don't know what it is, we can feel it in our lives, right? We become bored with how things are. The status quo just like it's dead energy, right? It doesn't do anything for us. And we know something has to change. We know it feels stagnant, even if we don't know what to do or how to fix it. This feels like this person wasn't even really aware of that. So I am getting the sense that this person is kind of getting that reboot in perspective. And this is affecting definitely their communication and relationships, although possibly more areas of life. So I want to see for this deck, I've been pulling what they want to create in a partnership, in a long-term partnership. At the bottom, yeah, Sacred Lotus with Enlightenment. No mud, no lotus. I feel like you have the power to change this person's perspective on their life experiences, either what they've already lived or what they perceive about certain life experiences. We have Anticipation was getting my attention, and Beauty and Happiness. I feel like you help this person start to anticipate there will be more beautiful things, more happy moments. You may lend an air of positivity. And this is, again, something about no matter how, like, you know, quickly or, you know, longly you've connected, how long or short of a period of time it's been, it has made an impact. And so, you know I'm looking at in general what they look at out of a partnership, but you're already showing up a lot in this part. Like your energy is already showing up a lot in this part of the reading. So there's something where either they're really taking this into consideration about the connection between the two of you, or knowing you has changed their, you know, it is changing their answer to this question, right? I'm hearing in real time. There's something, I don't know why this person's like, I don't know, it feels like maybe this is their first like spiritual expansion or awakening where they're aware it's happening, because it feels like they're gaining sentience, almost like sentient awareness, or like a spiritual consciousness level. No kidding. What? I'm just gonna throw my deck. I can't handle this. I love it. So we have risk. 43 reducing to a 7. Suffering. Okay. 23 reducing to a 5. Trust. Wow. Okay. And for what they're looking to kind of grow or create, we have the sweet thoughts with Pansy. The name Viola might be important here. Okay. So, and I love how we have take the hand offered or ask, and then boom, we have hands being offered. This is what I mean. So again, what we see here is that this person was in a place of suffering. You see how this person right above them has like their arms raised with the universal sign for victory? It feels like there is something where maybe they're a high achiever, but they have a lot of like internal kind of mental and emotional turmoil. This could be something where they have a sense of victory or like approval in certain areas of their life, but other areas are really, really difficult. This could be something where, like, again, if they have in the past, like, felt like their main purpose or goal was to be of service to other people, it could be something that left them very depleted, right? A change needed to happen. A change really needed to happen. It feels like, you notice how on this image here, it almost looks like a maze? I feel like you guys confuse each other in some ways, but what you share is you share similar feelings, both about each other, as well as like similar feelings about life. So maybe you have totally different approaches, but similar feelings about life. So, you know, I feel like that's kind of, this has been really transformative for them because, like I was talking about before, you challenge them to change the way they think about things. We see this with the sweet thoughts, right? We saw that with anticipation and beauty and happiness, to believe that there are good things out there, good things waiting for them. They may have really suffered a lot in previous connections and kind of lost their sense of faith and their desire to take a risk on somebody. So even when they connect to people, they would just expect that this person wants something from them. So it's like, I'm going to fulfill that, and then I'm going to go leave you to do your thing, and I'm going to move on with my life, instead of seeing it as a give and take, right? Something that is collaborative and cooperative. This person might not have remembered how to be part of a team in that sense, how to be part of a true partnership. This is something that you have impacted them on that's really helped expand their perception with the repeating 3s. And so what they're looking for now in a partnership, I feel like they are looking for somebody who helps them continue to do this work, right? Because again, I feel like you're challenging them to get out of their patterns or behaviors of suffering or that lead to suffering, right? To gain further awareness, to make changes specifically to their perception, the way they think about things, the way they communicate. Also, you've changed their perception on what their own suffering looks like. So they may have been downplaying how much something bothered them. And it's kind of like this energy of like, oh, wow, you know, I've never said that out loud before. Once you say it out loud, it makes it real. This person could have a lot of Mercury in their chart. So like heavy Gemini, Virgo. They could also have Mercury in like they could have Mercury conjunct with their Saturn. They could have Saturn in Gemini or Virgo. I'm almost getting Mercury in like a karmic placement as well. So conjunct with their South Node in their 12th house, in their 8th house, something like that. There's a lot of permutations, but that's kind of something that I'm picking up here. So it's like you recontextualize for them what these experiences are, right? What this suffering is. And so now that they understand when they're hurting, when something is hurtful to them, it allows them to change their thoughts and their behaviors, right? And so what they're looking for now out of a partnership is somebody who kind of is helping them continue on that trajectory, somebody they want to take a risk on, somebody that they want to trust, they want to work on building trust, somebody that I feel like helps inspire them to see the good. Pardon my itchy nose, I'm sorry. Inspires them to see the good, inspires them to see the potential. Somebody who makes them believe in sweetness, right? In innocence, in gratitude and appreciation, things like that. And somebody who really, really wants to work with them. So let's clarify. I actually want to clarify cooperation first. I didn't do that card with the last group, but I'm feeling the calling to here. Yeah, we have the Three of Swords reversed and the Ten of Pentacles reversed. This person has seen some very unhealthy relationship dynamics. And knowing you may be helping them to release that, right? The Ten of Pentacles is generational inheritance. Material or spiritual, positive or negative. So when it's reversed, we're breaking that down. We're letting it go. They may have seen a lot of unhealthy, unsupportive, toxic behavioral patterns in their family when it comes to relationships in the home, how to create long-term stability. So right off the bat, we see that these things are healing, right? This person had a lot of internal pain, a lot of suffering, like quite a lot. And choked up, damn it. Quite a lot. And so I feel like you restored their belief that people can want to work together, that somebody can understand them, that somebody can have similar values to them. And this is a path they want to continue on in their partnerships. They want to keep doing this work. I want to cut the deck. Yep, Ace of Cups. They want to keep doing this work. They want to find a partnership with somebody who makes them feel emotionally supported and who is kind of rejuvenating for them. So clarifying risk and suffering, because I'm pairing those two together in my mind. So, yep, the Moon in reverse, Cancer, Pisces energy showing up, the King of Wands. Oh, we love that. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Temperance, more Sagittarius. You guys could have synastry between your Sun and Moon, possibly. One of you could have like a fire sun and either Cancer or Pisces moon, or vice versa, something like that. Some of you could be double fire, double water, connecting to one another. It does not have to be the case. Six of Pentacles at the bottom. We're going to take it because why not? This person may have also had a lot of opportunities. Yeah, I'll stick with it. Opportunities in the past where they have invested in somebody or something for a long time and nothing came of it, right? So they wasted a lot of time, effort, labor, resources, and nothing materialized out of it. So they're very, very cautious about trusting people. Again, they may have kind of been operating before in this sort of belief of like, well, you just want this from me, so I'm just going to give you this, and I'm going to kind of keep my heart behind a wall here. And like, once I've given you what I think you want, I'm going to get out, because why would I stay? This person might believe that after that point in a relationship, it will go sour. After that point, somebody will betray them. That's what they've been working on. So to clarify risk and suffering, you know, what this person's looking for is somebody who continues to challenge their fears, make them face their fears, but in a very compassionate way, because this person is growing as a result of that process. We have a lion here. So again, Leo energy, very prominent. This person is growing. This person is spiritually evolving. It's like they are more enlightened, and we even saw enlightenment when we were shuffling the deck before. They are more enlightened as a result of having to confront their shadow, right? There's the moon here. Having to confront their shadow, having to confront their subconscious. And so there's a sense here where they realize they're really looking for, again, that cooperation, that equal give and take, that reciprocity in a relationship. This person might feel like they are the King of Wands kind of energy, or that's how they need to show up in a partnership. I'm getting heavy protector energy. I'm getting, you know, somebody who is decisive, somebody who has a path in life, has a trajectory, has a purpose, and they walk in that. They live in that. This person might be trying to become that. And so they're really looking for somebody who can continue, like, to support that process, right? We have 2 major arcana and a core card of these 4 cards, right? Continue to support that process. And in return, it's like, you know, their returns will almost yield something higher over time. It's like, if you invest into this partnership with me, and if you invest into, you know, speaking to me with care, with kindness, trying to understand me, being patient while I overcome my fears, showing me, right? Showing up and showing me over time that those experiences of my past are just that. They're of the past, right? That not everything has to be like that, that cycle is over and I'm allowed to grow and move past it, right? It's the healing process here. If you do that, it will be worth it, right? I'm going to become the King of Wands, regardless of gender, identity, or expression. It's kind of like, I will become the King of Wands, and I will make you my queen, regardless of gender, identity, or expression. And so this person's really looking for somebody who is patient with them, somebody who continues to kind of reach out, who continues to give them opportunities, who continues to offer and extend the hand to, make it safe for them to finally take like greater and greater leaps of faith as they go. Somebody who really puts in the effort to build trust. So clarifying trust. We have the Emperor in reverse. Yeah, okay. The Knight of Swords reverse. Oh, this person needs a hug. And the Six of Wands reverse. This, yeah, we have the Hierophant at the bottom. This person may have been in a commitment a long time ago that went very much south, very sour. So something that's happened, this almost feels like this is talking about them. They do not trust themselves. They feel like they were impulsive in the past. They feel like they ran towards something that they thought would be a surefire victory. They invested a lot. The Hierophant, they committed. They may have, you know, gotten married to the wrong person, or like committed a lot of their savings is something I'm hearing to the wrong person, started a business with the wrong person. And it seems like it has destabilized them. It's kicked their ass. And so there's a sense here where this person, what they're really looking for out of a partnership is somebody that they can trust that this will never happen again. And in doing so, it also allows them to repair the trust in themselves and their own judgment. So somebody who shows up and kind of demonstrates to them through their actions, through, you know, over time, really, that this is like, this cycle's not repeating itself. I want to pull one more to clarify trust. Seven of Cups, especially if they're worried about like if somebody was unfaithful to them, they might be hyper fixated on that. They may also be very, you might not know this about them, but very, very worried that somebody that they love and they invest in is going to choose someone else or something else. It's like that they'll get rejected. They won't win, right? If there's a lot of attention here, it's like that might make them feel insecure. They want to know that their person is going to turn down other attention, right? When push comes to shove, that their energy will be reciprocated. Their sacrifices will be reciprocated. Because again, they're taking steps to get closer and closer to this healed, empowered version of themselves. And they want to know that their person is going to be similarly taking steps toward them and becoming more and more secure in the connection together. So this might be a very much a slow burn kind of person. This person might like to take their time. Four of Cups in reverse. Yeah, and the Five of Pentacles. They want to know they're not going to be rejected and left out in the cold, especially if they actually do put it on the line, put their heart out there. So like, let's say, you know, somebody they're entertaining has a lot of options and they really like throw their hat in the ring. They're not going to do that unless they feel relatively certain that the person that they're dealing with is going to pick them, because their concerns with rejection are just like too great. So they're really looking for somebody who makes them feel secure about that, right? If I put my heart out there, they're going to receive it. And not make a fool of them is something that I'm hearing. So with sweet thoughts, what is this person looking for out of a partnership? The Page of Cups. This person is looking for a almost like a little like puppy love crush kind of energy. There's just like this sweetness to it. The Eight of Pentacles reverse. Okay. And the Knight of Pentacles reverse. Seven of Wands reverse, something that's very relaxed, something that's very open. They're looking for somebody to be very open to them. I will say this might be a little bit of an immature energy, just with the Page here, and then the Knight of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles reverse. This person might have a little bit of like a childlike view of relationships where they're looking for, you know, the hugging, the cuddling, the kissing, the sweet, you know, sweet nothings, all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to the work of the connection, there might be a distortion. So like this could be the type of person that, you know, if there's a little misunderstanding, sometimes they might be a little prone to worry that the connection's just like not worth investing in. This person's a little skittish. They're a little gun shy when it comes to relationships. So they might kind of feel like, oh, the right person will just like get each other. It'll be effortless. We'll just understand. And that might be kind of like a little bit of a hang up here. Or like a barrier toward actually creating the connection they want. It's this one. The Nine of Cups reversed. Okay. The Ten of Swords reversed. And the Knight of Cups reversed. I want to look at this but not take it. The Queen of Pentacles. This is the issue, is because it kind of feels like they expect the other person to show, you know, like their love over and over and over again. And it kind of feels like in their mind, they're like, well, you know, they have the little treasure trove. Like I have like when I give my heart, I've got so much to give, so I really want to make sure I'm giving it to the right person. But as a result, we have the little letter here and it's unopened. They might hold back expressing their feelings, and they kind of expect the other person to always take the lead or to always be giving more and more and more. I do think they are working toward reciprocity and cooperation. So if you've talked with them about this, they hear you, right? They have heard you. But it does seem like that sometimes can be a little bit of a barrier with this person, is it's an unrealistic expectation out of love, right? In their mind, you know, love is kind of something where somebody is maybe not full-blown chasing them, but always taking the initiative, always reaching out to them first. And this is something that they're working on. I do feel like, again, they're aware, excuse me, but they are working on it. And in their mind, it's kind of like, well, yeah, I need to see that investment from you, and then I'll give back reciprocally, right? Like, well, but like, there's something here about maybe the timing, you know, it takes them forever to finally start to open up and give back, or it's the, you know, the amount to which, like the amount they need reassurance that that person cares about them before they start to invest equivalently might be a little bit skewed. I do want to be honest about that. So I want to see where they're at when it comes to you, like how they're feeling about you and the, like a connection with you, whatever level that you guys are at. We have strength reversed. This person, if something has gone on, this person might be kind of like sick of an old, I'm getting the word standard. I almost said cycle, but I'm getting the word standard, sick of an old standard. This person may be sick of being caught in limbo with you. This person, for some, this person's kind of like starting to lose faith and hope. I have to be honest, but let's see what comes out. The Three of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. The Eight of Cups. Oh. And the Five of Cups. Yeah. Okay, so for a lot of you, where this person's at right now, now this doesn't have to be reflective of like, you know, everything forever, but just a snapshot of the current energy. This person has lost faith in whatever, something has gone down here, right? Something's gone down where you guys have had to part ways. There's been a disagreement. Maybe you walked away from them, and there could be a sense where they're like, I guess this isn't the one. I guess that's not it. I do feel though, like they contemplate, they think a lot about whatever it is that you guys shared, however you speak to each other, right? For some, if it's like you had to turn down an offer from them, because let's say like you're still healing from a breakup, right? Or you're really focused on work right now. They might kind of have taken, again, they're very sensitive to rejection. They may have taken that really, really hard. And so they're kind of looking at it like, I feel like they haven't completely given up hope yet, but they're looking at it like you're not interested. It's just not going to pan out. You know, it's just not the one. Again, they kind of have this like unrealistic view of what reciprocity in a relationship actually is. So they want cooperation. They want reciprocity. They are changing their beliefs about what they need in a relationship and what that looks like. But right now they're thinking that it is like kind of a lost cause, or that ship has sailed. King of Swords reversed, because they're not seeing something clearly. Yeah, and the Eight of Swords reversed. Okay. And the Two of Cups reversed. This is a very clear message. Page of Pentacles. It feels like right now their focus is in starting over in their life in general, right? They're thinking about these new ideas like we talked about before. Especially, it feels like they know, like there's known unknowns about relationships, kind of like we talked about in the beginning. Like there are things that they are reevaluating and they're coming to terms with, they're coming to grips with. And so as a result, that might really be their focus right now. And they may have looked back at this relationship and be like, I thought it was them, but I botched this, right? And for a lot of you, when they're looking at this connection now, it's kind of like, I don't see a way this could move forward, right? I don't see a way this could. And for some, they're like looking at you, they're like, there's no way that group 2 still feels like this about me. There's no way they feel like this. They talk themselves out of what they feel in this situation quite a lot. I do want to know how they feel about you, because I'm nosy. It's totally this one. The Five of Swords reversed. They wish they had done things different. They wish they hadn't fought you so much on something. The Six of Swords, they wish they could say sorry. And the Page of Pentacles, yeah, they wish they could start fresh with you. They wish they could start again, wipe the slate clean. The Queen of Cups, they love you. That's what I'm talking about. They love you. Six of Cups in reverse. They want to let go of the past. Queen of Swords in reverse, but they are very concerned that you will reject them. You will reject them before things even get the opportunity to like mend. So that's kind of it feels like they haven't 100% closed the door, but they've essentially given up hope. And they're like, you know what, let me just focus on whatever's going on in my own life first, which is not always a bad idea. So I think that's everything I've got for you today, group 2. I hope this has been helpful. I am wishing you the best, brightest, most beautiful things life has to offer. If you're looking for a personal reading, I do offer those. You can book with me through my shop link, which is down in the description box below. So with that, I'll see you soon. Take care. Hey, group 3. So you guys picked the little dodecahedron. I rolled this and it landed on 11. So for some of you, you or this person could be an Aquarius, have big Aquarius house placements. You could also have 11th house placements. The first thing I was getting is that it's very important to this person when they're looking for a partner, when they're deciding who's going to be a partner moving forward. It's very important for this person to be, I don't know if I'm getting the word creative. That's not what I was going to say, but that's just channeled. It's very important to have a strong basis of friendship or to have a similar mission, right? Possibly to have a very strong friend group that you're all a part of, right? That's very, very important to this individual. Or like I said, you have a shared mission that brings you guys together in some form or fashion. There needs to be that other element that's like the backbone of this relationship for this person, or a relationship long-term for this person. And longevity, there we go. Plan for and take the dedicated path. Again, excuse my burp, a dedicated path. So there's a sense of dedication. It's like not, you know, it's something else that holds you guys together, right? So it's, you know, like set a purpose, a plan, an overall goal. You have people that you connect with equally. Like there's something there's a glue that holds them and their partner together. That's what this person is looking for in relationships. So let's get into it. Okay. All right, I guess you guys get 2 as well. Wow. We have denial and shadow. Those immediately fell out. Okay. What's at the bottom? Solitude. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Okay. Let's see. What does your person need out of a long-term partnership? What does your person need out of a long-term partnership? Rest. Okay. I see where this is going. Passion. Okay. Okay. And the card from this deck will indicate what they really want to start to like grow and cultivate in a long-term partnership. It's absolutely this one. At the bottom, we have hibiscus with beauty and happiness. This person can be very creative and artistic. Yeah. Yellow rose with enthusiasm and friendship. A single rose can be my garden. A single friend, my world. Okay, so several things. Exactly like what we're talking about. There needs to be a strong element of friendship, or the friend connection needs to be something that is very, very important. For some, this person needs their long-term partner to have a strong friend group. And the reason why is because we do have solitude at the bottom. Something that I see is that your person might be very prone to getting emotionally overwhelmed. We have denial and shadow, right? This person has learned over time they can't deny the more turbulent or shadowy aspects of self. Like I said, they could be very sensitive to other people's energies. They need a long time to process and release those emotions, or to do that shadow work. And for many of them, they need bouts of solitude in order to do so effectively. So for some, and we see this as well with rest, they need a lot of downtime, a lot of alone time. They need a lot of like time where they're not expected to be actively engaged. I feel like this person also can be quite passionate. And so it's kind of like when they're on, they're really on. And when they need to rest, right? That could be very important for them. Consciousness, again, there's something here where this is a spiritual element, right? Where they're like, you know, they could just naturally help people with shadow work. They could attract a lot of people who need help with shadow work. They could be very sensitive to other people's energies. We have womb here as well. So they help people create. They help people bring things into being. It takes a lot of their energy. And again, there's consciousness. It takes a lot of their energy. And so they require a lot of time to be able to do that, like that transmutation process, and release that. In previous relationships and connections, they may have not realized they were getting emotionally overwhelmed or energetically overwhelmed and taking it out on a partner. They have come into awareness of like, okay, I can't deny that I need my alone time. I need my space, that I can get touchy about things, that I can, get overwhelmed. So I need an appropriate amount of alone time so I don't burn out essentially and take it out on a partner. So again, like there could be where this person, the name Rosa might be important here, or the name Leo, somebody could be a Leo. This person might really require a strong element of friendship. So that way, even in the moments that they're not necessarily feeling passionate and amorous, there is like a friendship kind of element with them and their partner to be able to like have that longevity, right? We have plan for and take the dedicated path. So it's like they've recognized that these shadow aspects or the way they process shadow energy, that's a part of them, at least for the foreseeable future. That's a part of them. And if they don't, you know, plan for that and make sure they have enough time in solitude, make sure they have enough time with friends, make sure that they have a strong element of friendship between them and their person, it could be very, very easy for a relationship to fall apart or be ruined. And they may have had experience with this in the past. So it's kind of like they know how they work best and they kind of need a partner that is going to be open to that, right? It's not that they're not interested in compromising, but it's like these are kind of their needs. And so, you know, it's like, you know, if they have it in the tank, they'll give it to you, but they just don't always have it in the tank. This person, like I said, may also have projects or may also have community that is very important for them to invest in. So they need a partner that's going to understand that. And have like, their friends could be super important for them. So having enthusiasm toward their friend group might be very, very important. Again, shared passions might be important. So what's up with this denial and shadow energy? Justice, look at that, the shadow. Justice, we have Libra, it's this one. The Queen of Wands, okay. And the Queen of Pentacles. So we have the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom. So right off the bat, I see a balance here between spirit and matter. This person's very creative. This person, and we saw that womb energy, this person's always bringing something into being. But as a result, they are always like gathering and transmuting energy as well. Because both of these are the feminine energy principle, they can attract a lot to them, but that means they also have to protect and cleanse their energy a lot more, because instead of having their energy be externalized, right, and sending it out, they are receiving quite a lot on a regular basis. So there's a sense here of needing to balance the light and the shadow, needing to find a balance between spirit and matter. This person could feel like they have two oppositional sides of themselves, somebody who's passionate, spontaneous, maybe a little wild, and somebody who's very grounded, very practical, very sensuous. These are also two very physically passionate energies. And we saw that passion card. So there could be a sense where your person, that's like something that's very, very important to them or a very big part of their personality. I will say, for some, this is somebody who knows that they would struggle to be in a monogamous relationship. So it feels like for them, the only fair way to have a long-term partnership is to have an open relationship. I just have to be honest here. This may have made it very, very difficult for them to find a long-term partner as a result. So there is definitely that sense here. This person may also have periods of time where they're very, very, very active, and then other periods of time where they are like resting. They're just like chilling out. And so it might be difficult. It feels like they have these competing sides within themselves or competing needs. So finding somebody who can kind of roll with all of those is very challenging for them, which may also be why they really appreciate when there's a strong element of friendship or when their person has a strong friendship group, right? So it's like, okay, even if I'm not feeling it, I just need to stay home and be, you know, a snail on a log, or I need to stay home and be kind of like quietly fuming and grumpy by myself, you know, to feel better. Or I need to like go to my little hermit mode cave. Like, I know you've got people who are going to be there to support you. It's not that they wouldn't want to support their partner, it's that they just don't always have it in them at any given moment. So I do kind of see that here with these energies. What is this rest about, Spirit? The moon in reverse. Yeah, they need a lot of time to emotionally process. It might take them a long time to figure out how they feel about things. The Six of Pentacles, yep, and the King of Wands, and the Two of Cups reversed at the bottom. They really need, so their love language might be more something like acts of service. They might not be the most touchy-feely person, but they are deeply feeling, which is an interesting combination. There's kind of this sense of like they need to be loved in a very particular way. And this is sort of like when their emotions come knocking, right? When they've got like, they're feeling overwhelmed, that's when they need to bring themselves back into balance, you know? So like a partner who's like, you know, it seems like you've had a lot going on, or like, I can tell you're agitated, you know, why don't I go out with my friends for the day? Or like, why don't I go on a little like weekend trip with my friends? You can have the house to yourself, do whatever you need to do, something like that. This person may even appreciate an open relationship, mostly so their partner has the opportunity to seek more support, because it's not that this person doesn't want to give it. It's just this person, like I said, may have limited capacity sometimes. It's just the way their energy works. I feel like if that's the case, this person is generally very forthcoming about that. I don't get the sense, you know, we have a lot of like very honorable energy coming through, very mature energy coming through. This person may be very like forthcoming about that. That's not obviously not going to apply for everybody. But yeah, what this person really needs with these clarifying rest is they need time when they feel overwhelmed and they feel like they can't sort through their feelings by anything. You'll be able to tell they're getting agitated, irritable. Some of them, they just shut down. They're not, you know, talking as much. They're not engaging. They need that time. They need to be able to take those actions. They need the like, to be able to give to themselves, or be, you know, like, they need to have their needs met in order to return to this King of Wands, a leader, right? So you might notice this person is like, they are spiritually on fire and they're passionate and they speak, you know, in an inspiring way. And it's like, oh my God, there are some moments it is so on, right? They are like charismatic and, you know, they're a visionary, right? They have important things to say. You get swept up in it. And then other times they're moody and they are, you know, angry and they're non-responsive. And you're like, where did this, like, you know, especially also too, if they're a very passionate lover, it's like, where did this person go? That's what happens. This person gets tapped out, they get burnt out, and they need a lot of time to rest. They need a lot of time, because otherwise with the Two of Cups reversed, they just start taking it out on whoever is in their vicinity, right? They're not giving, they're not, you know, they're not able to show up and be reciprocal. Even if that's how they feel about the person, they're not really able to do that. So somebody who understands that. For some, this person is healing from people of the past, from past relationships. So what this person needs for a long-term partnership is that understanding that whatever relationships they've been through really took a lot out of them, changed them as a person. And so they might have moments where they're like a shadow of their former self, but like they're a different person now. I don't feel that message as heavily, but I do want to throw it out there. Yeah, exactly. Six of Cups in reverse. So for some, this is somebody that they've had to let go of. Again, that Six of Cups is that very sweet energy. I almost said it too, and I should have. That very, very sweet, innocent energy. So you might get these little moments where this person's very sweet and it's kind of like, that's so beautiful. And then there are other moments where they come in and they're very like, you know, strong and they're passionate, but you don't get a lot of emotion out of it. There's not really a lot in the way of water energy here so far. Again, that's for a very small number, but that might be playing a role here. So enthusiasm and friendship, what this person needs. Page of Swords, there's that enthusiasm. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Four of Swords reversed. Okay. And the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Knight of Wands at the bottom. Whenever you guys are, you know, or not necessarily you guys, this person and their partner, whenever they're kind of doing their own things, they really do want to hear about what their partner is going to do, right? So like, let's say they just need to be alone. There's also a message here, being able to be alone to heal in the home. This person wants to hear about what their partner is going to do. They might like to either travel a lot, or they might like when their partner travels a lot, or both. So it's like, you know, I'm going to take some alone time, or like, I'm going to go travel to this place to like have a solo trip. But they want to hear about like, they would want a partner that's like, I understand, like, you know, this is what my friends and I are going to do, or, you know, oh, well, you were gone, this is what we did, or, you know, I wanted to give you some time and space at the house, but I went to this place and I saw this and I saw that. Somebody who is able to have their own passions and able to go explore and bring it back and tell them about it. They really do like that. They really do appreciate that, right? It also helps like with that element of friendship. They might like to bat ideas around with this person. It's like when they've had time to kind of regroup, they love that enthusiastic conversation. They like hearing that. They like hearing what their partner is really, really interested in. They also really appreciate when a long-term partner can be willing to go with the flow with the Ten of Pentacles reverse, be willing to take the non-traditional route. So maybe this is like being nomadic, or like up and moving somewhere else, alternative living arrangements that are, you know, typical. Three of Cups, I don't love to jump to third party energy, but again, for some, this is a sense where like they appreciate if the person is open. Maybe they like have, this even could be where like even if the relationship isn't open, they like having like, instead of it just being them and their person living together, they like having a roommate. So that way like, you know, if they need to go travel or they want to go travel, they feel like somebody's home with their person. Again, though, that's also a strong element of friendship. So they like to feel like they are friends first and foremost with their person. That's the primary energy. Yeah, Queen of Swords reversed and the Queen of Cups. And they really, really love, they're looking for a partner that doesn't take it personally, right? That isn't guarded by that. That's very, very open. That's very understanding, very forgiving. This person may even be really open about like they may have had a marriage in the past, whether it's their own or like their parents, that like fell apart and it destroyed an entire home. It destroyed their entire foundation. And so there's a sense here where they don't want to recreate that. They want to do things differently. Now they may have been having to heal from this for a long time and it feels like they've pretty much moved out of the healing, but again, they're not really the same. And so now they want something different. And what they're looking for out of a long-term partnership is somebody who can meet those ideas with enthusiasm and like excitement, right? Somebody who's going to be supportive, somebody who's, again, understanding, forgiving, not going to take it personally is something I'm kind of getting here, because it's not them trying to be, and we have all the queens, out here, right? So all the queens together would indicate the Empress energy. So it's like somebody who can, they may have dealt with somebody who's very guarded before, so they kind of kept making concessions and boxing themselves into something that really didn't suit their needs to try to make this other person happy. And it's like, I need somebody who can be flexible with me. I need somebody who can understand where I'm coming from, who knows how I feel, who cares how I feel. And so there's a sense here of not wanting to repeat the past, right? Somebody who really wants the best for them. They're really, really invested in that. I don't know why I want to keep pulling a couple more for that. The Eight of Pentacles reverse. Again, there's an alternative lifestyle here, so maybe this is to travel more than like be in one set place. The Nine of Wands and the Page of Wands reversed. Again, somebody who is going to be understanding of their guardedness, right? Somebody who is not afraid to, I'm almost getting let things work themselves out, or like let this person do their own work in their own time, like their own personal work, and like not gonna like take that personally if they're guarded. Yeah, Six of Wands reversed, who is like understands that this energy comes from previous situations having fallen through and doesn't take it personally. How does this person feel about you right now though? Like the possibility of like a connection with you. Ace of Swords. Okay. I feel like this person, I'm getting this energy of this could work. This person's seeing you as somebody that they could possibly have this with. They know that this is, I know I'm a pain in the ass. They know that they're asking a lot for a long-term partnership to be kind of this open, flexible, non-traditional, something like that. They know. But Ace of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. Oh yeah, that's why. The Magician. They're kind of like, and the Knight of Wands. They see you as passionate, as excited. They see you as very independent. That's why they're like, this could work. Okay. You might also be like, hey, I'm really focused on my career. I'm really focused on, you know, travel. I'm really focused on making my dreams come true. So you guys might have like an arrangement worked out and it's really good for where it is. And maybe like this person's like, we could keep doing this. Like we could make this happen. You could have your own business or like, again, your own career goals. And they're like, they've got enough of their own life. I've got enough of my own life. Like this could actually work. This could be a thing. But in general, they're looking at you as somebody who's independent, who's abundant, who would be, I think, who factors into their life in a really complementary way, right? With a Magician, they're looking at you as somebody who's very powerful. You make really interesting things. They want to be a part of what you're doing, or they want to kind of like bear witness and watch you do that and support you. But they also see you as somebody who is kind of like, you know, bringing together all the elements of their manifestation when it comes to a partnership. It's like, this person could be exactly who I'm looking for. The Star in reverse, right? And because I cut the deck, and the Five of Swords in reverse. They go back and forth between feeling like this can't be, like this can't work out. This can't be as good as I thought, right? Like, you know, there's no way. And then kind of being like, what am I doing? Of course there's a way. Like, of course, you know, group 3 is like this awesome, amazing person, right? Again, regardless of gender, identity, or expression, we have many queens coming out here. So there's a sense of like, of course group 3 is that great. So like, maybe this is exactly what I need, exactly what I'm looking for. Maybe it's my turn to win. the Seven of Swords, but there's something about it they're still struggling to trust. So they are like, I feel very optimistic, but they're making sure that they kind of, I feel like they're waiting to see how things play out. This person might want to, like, they hold their breath before labeling anything or making any certain decisions. This would be the kind of person that even if they're not seeing anybody else, they're not involved with anybody else, they wait to make something exclusive just because they like to have the breathing room and the freedom. But this person's looking at you and thinking like, we could actually make a go of this long term, for sure. And I do see that here. So this is everything I've got for you today, Group 3. I hope this has been helpful. If you're looking for a personal reading, you can book through the link to my shop in the description box down below. It has been an honor to get to read for you today. I hope I get to again real soon. So take care. Bye.